Hi everyone, Jack Wright, also known as Jackpot Button Lewis on YouTube here, from VIII the Musical, The Divorce Beheaded Live UK Tour 2021. Now before the video begins, I would just like to remind you I have a quick disclaimer before the video starts. Is that I have decided to do this video all for entertainment purposes only. Any of the content or videos or of course any footage or any of the music used in this video is all just for entertainment purposes only. I'm not earning any money from being using since it's copywritten, and also as well, since there is of course the possibility of, since this musical is based in a format of a pop concert / talent show, I do remind you that I will happen to say that I will mention some that there is going to be the possibility of voting for your favourite queen to hopefully become the lead member, of course, or the lead band member of VIII during this video. I'd just like to remind you that the telephone numbers for the voting are completely made up. They're not genuine. And I would like you to please not try to vote for any of the, of course, of the queens that are in this video. This is totally, like I said, totally fictitious. It's totally made up, and it's just in of course, a little nod to the format of the original show of VIII the Musical. And please do save your money, and but do give it to, of course, any charities, as this COVID-19 pandemic is still going on at the moment. They still need the money as much as you spend your money on, of course, on just some made-up telephone numbers for a made-up, of course, internet program here on YouTube. But I hope you, I thank you for your cooperation, and I hope that you enjoy the video I'm about to watch.
Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. Listen up, let me tell you a story. Come to the show, to the history mix. Switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be saints, so wise. But now we're XY. No way. If you think for a moment I'd grant you a moment, just hold up, there's no way. Let's go. We're VIII. We're VIII.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, lords and ladies of my court. Thank you very much for coming here this evening. And hello and greetings to all you viewers out there live on YouTube, and welcome to the VIII the Musical, The Divorce Beheaded Live UK Tour 2021 preview show. My name is Jack Wright, also known as Jackpot Button Lewis on YouTube, and this is a little preview episode of the upcoming, once again, the VIII the Musical Divorce Beheaded Live UK Tour 2021, which will be live in a few days' time at the Norwich Theatre Royal in Norwich, Norfolk, where, as you do know, this very famous musical of an adaptation on and also modernisation of a favourite time in history of mine, that is the Tudor dynasty and the Tudor period, of the 6 wives of the former King of England and one of the most ruthless kings in British history, of Henry VIII. And honestly, guys, I can't believe that I have been lucky enough to not just come up with the idea for this programme, but to also have the idea of also depicting the musical as for the very first time, like an actual talent show and slash competition for the first time. I mean, it's just like how it was, of course, originally written by the incredible Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss. A massive shout out to them as well, currently over in America at the moment, because also just recently and just yesterday, I've heard that the long-awaited Broadway production of Six the Musical just opened yesterday. It actually couldn't happen last year because of the pandemic, of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is still going on at the moment. But honestly, I couldn't be any more happy for all, of course, not just for all of you that may be in America right now who are big fans of the musical like myself, of course, here in the United Kingdom. But I'm so happy for you, Toby and Lucy, to finally see your musical finally go to a different place there, because it's already been here in the UK, not just in the West End, and currently on a UK tour at the moment, of course, like I said, which I'm going to go and see next week. But honestly, I couldn't be any more happy for you. Congratulations, and I hope that of course, the performances over there, they long may they reign, should I say, in a very royal, of course, expression, I should say there, since it's all to do with not just queens in the show, but also as well for a few kings as well, because there were a few kings also in the Tudor period than just queens, when, of course, once again, Henry VIII, when he was on the throne, and when he, of course, married most of his wives during his reign. As for most of you who obviously know, of course, the rhyme and what happened to each of the wives, this, of course, is very, very different, as you know. This is, of course, a time of the period, of course, in the Tudor dynasty that has been unbelievably resurrected after many, many centuries ago, and it's been presented in a completely different format, and of course in a completely different, of course, variation of that time in history, and I'm so excited to be, of course, at the front end of it all. And honestly, guys, it's very, very exciting. I've been a big fan of the musical since it first started back in 2018. Of course, when it had its first professional full run in the West End. I've only been to see the show once, and for some of you that might know already, if you have been seeing my previous videos from earlier on the year on me, Henry, Is That You videos, of course, where I recited in the very first episode of when I first went to see it, and going dressed as no other than himself, of King Henry VIII of England himself, and also the most recent video that I've done from a few months back of once again the next chapter, which is also the new look as well for Henry. And I have got my brand new costume, a new improved costume of Henry VIII, which I will be wearing, of course, on the live show in, of course, just a few days' time. And I am so excited. I mean, to finally see the show after so long, it's brilliant. Honestly, I can't believe that I've finally got the opportunity to go and see it again, and I'm sure that to see it after so long away from seeing it previously, it's going to be really special, guys. Honestly. And with also that being said, of course, I know that most of you must know, of course, that how this musical first came about. But to just give you a little taste and a little reminder of what it's all about, here's very famous actress Sheridan Smith with this little clip from the famous BBC show of musicals, The Greatest Show, and also some of the people who played in the West End production of Six that just closed recently at the Lyric Theatre, but it will be reopening next month in October at a brand new theatre called the Vaudeville Theatre, once again in London's West End. But here's some of the cast of the West End production of Six the Musical, as they can tell us a little bit more about this hidden gem of a very royal musical.
Divorced, beheaded,
Six was written by Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss while they were studying at Cambridge University. The show first premiered at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival in 2017, and this unique take on history has gone on to earn worldwide recognition.
Six is based on the 6 wives of Henry VIII, and it's each queen telling her side of the story. Henry is not in the show.
It's like a concert / a musical theatre production all in one, so you feel like you've come to see Beyonce, but as a historical queen.
It's history being retold in a modern and very, very empowering way to the women that are telling their story.
I think what makes Six the Musical different is it's a female cast and band, which is amazing. Every single historical part of the show is completely accurate. And I know that so many people who aren't necessarily fans of musical theatre want to come and see the show because they're learning in a fun way and a really accessible way.
It's a real representation of 21st century girl power. All different types of women, every colour, every size. It really feels like we are inspiring and teaching young audiences of today.
And just like Wicked has its Aussians, Six has got its own set of fans.
The Queendom, they are amazing. They range from age 4 up to age 80. Any gender, race, creed, colour, you name it. The amount of love that we get is just amazing.
And now, here with the title track from the show, it's the Queens from Six the Musical.
Whoa, that's enough. We don't want to give away too much about it. Honestly, this is just a preview. We've still got loads to cover in this preview show. Oh my goodness me, it's only been a few minutes, guys, and we've almost gave away one of the songs that are in it. We're only just focusing on the title song of this musical, which is Ex-Wives, which did open up our preview show here. And you will be seeing, of course, the other songs in the show, which I'm sure most of you know already, because I know that Unbelievably today also, as well as that, of course, of yesterday, that the opening of the Broadway production of Six the Musical happened. But also today at West End Live, the very, very famous, of course, theatre-based event over in London at Trafalgar Square today, they also performed as well. Some of the people that, unbelievably, some of the people that did actually perform today, actually, at Trafalgar Square, were actually some that not just performed in the West End, but are also swings that have also been working on the UK tour production recently as well. They've also been dubbed, some of them, as super swings, as they can be not just used for the West End production that just happened, but also the UK touring production as well. And most of them have been used quite a lot recently, not because of people getting unwell, but as you do not know, Six the Musical is a very hard musical to be a part of, especially with, you know, not just singing but also dancing at the same time, doing a little nod to all the things of the Tudor period that was well known back then. But as well, there's loads of little gimmicks in the show that you never thought that would be possibly in there. And but I've noticed a few of them already. One of the most well-known, I think gimmicks in the show is the use of the song Greensleeves, which unbelievably, for some of you who might not know already, there was these rumours going round, or this myth to be believed, that Henry VIII himself actually wrote the song initially, and he done it to express his love for his second wife, which was Anne Boleyn. And whoever will be playing her, of course, the character in the live show in just a few days' time, is well known for wearing a green skirt and green sleeves on their, of course, on their arms as well. From what I do know, actually, funny enough, we also on the topic of that, of course, I have also forgot to say that we need to find out who is the cast for this UK touring production. Now, I know I've mentioned, of course, there were a few people that were performing at West End Live today that are also swings and also super swings that have not just helped out in the West End production, but they've also helped out recently with the UK touring production, as currently they're in their last few days, the cast at the moment of the UK tour, of course, of Six the Musical. They are finishing off with their last few performances at the Birmingham Hippodrome in Birmingham in the East Midlands, and then next week they then head, of course, I think it's next Tuesday from what I remember. They will be heading once again, like I said, we will have an exclusive live show here on YouTube in a few days' time, and we'll have a live, of course, show for you exclusively from the one and only Theatre Royal in Norwich. And I've also just been told as well, while we were just playing that little video just earlier on for you out there, that we've also just heard news that the entire run of performances at the Norwich Theatre Royal has completely sold out, would you believe? So unbelievably, over next week, over the next few days, going into next week, over 1,300 people, that is the capacity of the theatre at the Norwich Theatre Royal. That is going to be all filled with, of course, people there going to see it. Now, I understand that, of course, I know that there has been some very interesting times. It's been a very interesting and of course, quite... well, I couldn't even think of the word, actually. I mean, you know, just to see the amount of shows that have started to reopen, it's the shining light in the darkness for the theatre industry at the moment here in the United Kingdom. And to see all of these other musicals, like the big ones like Les Miserables and Phantom of the Opera, Mary Poppins, Wicked, and also the just recently announced of Frozen as well, Frozen the musical, based on the very famous Disney film. They've all started to reopen after being closed for so long last year when the pandemic first started, all the way back in March 2019. And 2020 for that matter, actually my mistake, but that's when, of course, also the first few cases of the virus actually hit China, just coming the end of 2019. But then, of course, like I said, in March 2020 was when the first few cases of this virus first hit the United Kingdom. But with what's going on at the moment is incredible. I mean, the vaccination program is been doing really, really well. I've already had both of my vaccines as well. I got the Pfizer and BioNTech vaccine as well recently, and I'm hoping to get a booster as well in the next few months as well. And that's been big news as well, also on the topic of that as well. And some of the people in the UK touring cast as well have also had their vaccines as well, and they've been keeping their distance. I know they're not allowed to stage door from what I've heard, but when we actually go and see, of course, the live show, we are going to keep our distance, myself included, and also my dad, John, who will be joining me. He will be cameraman, and unbelievably, I've also just found out that unbelievably, as I repeat myself again, actually for that matter, that he's also told me that since we couldn't get the chance to see it around this time last year, that we're actually going to go and see it on the day of his birthday, would you believe? So it's kind of unusual, but I'm hoping to get all the theatre goers that if you are going to go and see the of course production in the Norwich Theatre Royal, don't be afraid to come up and say hello. Of course, I know that I am going to be going dressed as, once again, like I mentioned, King Henry VIII of England. And honestly, I mean, I am so excited to go there again. I've also got my UV reactive lime green Tudor ruff that some of you might remember that I wore in my second Henry Is That You, the next chapter, a new look video. I've also got some green sunglasses, which I'll be wearing them for when I go and see the show, for when it comes to the song House of Holbein, which is my favourite. I've even also got a Holy Roman Empire flag as well, if I can get that out right. And that was the old name for the country of Germany back then in that period of the Tudor period. And but no, I'm really, really excited. I've even got my own personalised microphone, like they would do also to anyone who's performing in the show as well. And for also, for that matter as well, I know that for some of you that might not know already, there has been a lot going on with the recent cast of the UK touring cast. But if you go back to when the UK tour first started, before it got delayed and was put on hold because of this pandemic going on at the moment, we had them actually ask a few questions to the official, of course, website for the musical itself. And let's find out a little bit more about what they think about not just their characters that they play of the Queens, but what they love and what's so unique about not just being in the show as Six, but what people, of course, that when they go and see the show, what they can expect from it.
I am most like my character because I think Anne Boleyn has random dorky moments that pop up every now and again, and I can be quite a dorky person.
I think I'm most like Jane Seymour because I am quite calm.
That's a lie, that's a damn lie. She's very powerful, very self-assured.
What I love about Catherine Parr is that she's really inspirational, and in the tight-knit, close group of friends that the Queens are, she's always just trying to help them learn.
I am a lot like Cleves. I love to have a good time with my girls, so yeah, I'm all about it. Girl power.
She's just a party girl. She wins. Like I love the fact that she wins.
I think Six has been really popular with young audiences because it's an accessible girl band for them, essentially, that they can get so close to and revisit.
I think seeing a variety of different women, different sizes, everything, for me was a massive inspiration, which is why I fell in love with it in the first place, which is then why I think younger kids get on board because they're like, oh my God, like, I look like them.
I'm really excited to go on tour with the Queens because we get to go to Cardiff, which is my hometown, which I'm from Port Talbot, but my nearest town is Cardiff. And we also get to go to Mold, Clwyd y Clwyd, which, again, amazing.
To Nottingham and Leicester, so we can't wait to be in Guildford and Southampton. They're my kind of hometown.
To describe Six in 6 words, I would say fun, fabulous,
joyful,
fun, upbeat, with loads of heart,
empowering,
mental, hilarious, emotional, educational, fun, and girl power. That's 2 words, isn't it?
Damn fine women being super fierce.
Well said, Jodie Steele. Well said there indeed. And well, actually, I don't mean to, of course, disappoint all of you that might be watching right now. I have actually heard that Jodie Steele has actually just left the UK touring production cast of Six the Musical. I know, it's sad really, ain't it? I know, that's a real shame. But the reason why is because that she's just finished, well actually I think it was just this week or from just a few weeks ago that she just went back to do a revival production of Heathers, the musical, which I actually unbelievably went to see a few years ago as well, and that was the first ever thing I actually did see her in as well, playing the role of Heather Shander initially. And yeah, of course, she's been very, very busy at the moment. Of course, she did do her stint, of course, in the this production of Six the Musical, but her contract has run out now. So to clarify, everybody, there has been a few changes to the cast, and also Lauren Byrne is not who played Jane Seymour before she's just now left. Of course, we have someone else that will stand in for her as well, and also I think yeah, Athena Collins has also just left as well, who plays Catherine Parr. Sadly, she had to leave, but she has come back recently as an emergency cover for some of the other stops on this UK touring production of Six so far as well. But which is nice to see her back, honestly. But I can also confirm, guys, that just to clarify, that the current UK touring cast of Six the Musical are as follows. We have the performers of Lauren Drew, Madison Bulliment, Caitlin Tipping, Shekinah McFarlane, Vicky Mansa, and also Elena Gyasi, and also including the alternates as well of Jen Cordwell, or Jennifer Cordwell, which is her name, mostly well-known name, and also Harriet Watson, Cassandra Lee, and also new super swing of Natalie Pilkington. who also, unbelievably, actually did perform at West End Live earlier on today as well, for that matter as well. So that's just to confirm that, of course, also, because of, like I mentioned, the people that if you did see, with depending on what queen they play, that is not exactly definite yet, because there could the cast could be possible to change, and that's why the alternates are there, and we've got 4 alternates standing by in case there is a change needed for any of the performers. If they end up being unwell, which has actually happened a few times. There has been a few times that during each of the shows in other venues, they've a queen, of course, or a performer who plays one of the queens in the show, once again, of, like I said, of Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard and Catherine Parr. They all are subject to change. I mean, you know, it is quite an unpredictable musical, this, honestly, because it's not just a physical one, but it's tough mentally to remember all the words and also singing, for that matter, as well, for that, of course, on that topic for that as well. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I completely lost what I was going to say there. I completely lost track of what I was going to say. But no, it's great to see that with what's going to be happening, regardless of what happens when we go and see them in just a few days' time, it's going to be an incredible show. And also on the topic of that, since of course it is all down to you to decide if you are familiar with the format of the show, it's not just a pop concert, but it's also a competition as well, as all of the queens of Henry VIII himself, the former ruthless King of England himself, a former ruthless King of England in British history, that they're all competing against each other to walk away with one prestigious title, and that is being the lead member of the Band of Six. Of course, that's also the name of the band, as well as the musical, being in a homage to the number of performers in the in the group, being a sextet, which is a pop group with 6 members. And with that also being said, that of course I know that all of the queens are out there to go and get that prestigious title, but the fate of whoever walks away with that crown of once again being lead member of the Band of Six is all entirely up to you. That's right, everybody. You get the chance to vote for who you want to walk away with that prestigious title, once again, of lead band member of Six. As I can also say that if you want to know right now that the voting to, of course, vote for your favourite queen is now open. Yes, I was going to say that we got a sound effect there to signify that everybody, lords and ladies and good viewers of YouTube, it is of course time for all of you at home to vote for your favourite queen to hopefully walk away as the winner, not just as the, of course, for that matter, but as well walk away, like I said, with that title of lead band member of Six the Musical. And if you want more information on how you can vote for your favourite queen, here's how. To vote for your favourite queen from a UK landline, call 09068 44 24, or from your UK mobile, call 644 24, then add the number of your favourite queen. If you think there's no way that Catherine of Aragon should walk away with the prestigious title of lead band member of Six, add 01. If you're sorry not sorry about what she said, and you're just trying to have some fun losing your head over Anne Boleyn, add 02. She may be unbreakable and she may have a heart of stone, but if you think Jane Seymour should walk away with the prestigious title, add 03. If she's Queen of the Castle, get down you dirty rascals and vote for Anne of Cleves, add 04. If you think you all agree she's the 10 amongst the threes, and all you want to do, baby, is give Catherine Howard the prestigious title of lead band member of Six, add 05. And she don't need Henry VIII's love, but if you want to give a gold star to Catherine Parr being the lead band member of Six, add 06. Votes cost 50p plus any network access charge. You can also vote up to 5 times for free via the Six the Musical app. 15 pence from each paid vote goes to the NHS COVID-19 charity appeal. You must be 16 or over before voting. The vote closes as announced in the live show. Votes made after the closing time may not count and you may still be charged. Full terms and conditions on voting can be found at the website. And please do not try to vote if you're watching from on demand. Remember, if you're calling from your UK landline, call the long number, and if you're calling from your UK mobile, call the short number. So what are you waiting for? Get voting for your favourite Queen now so they can hopefully walk away with that prestigious title of lead band member of 6. Well, there you go, everybody. The big moment has come, and like I said already, the vote lines are now open and they're going to stay open until the live show in just a few days' time. So you've got a few days to vote for your favourite, and honestly, it all is down to you now. It is all down to you now. You, of course, are got the fate of all the 6 queens of Henry VIII in the palm of your hands, but only one of them can walk away with that prestigious title of lead band member of 6. But who will it be? Will it be, once again, Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, or Catherine Parr? Any of them could walk away with that title, but we don't know who it will be. Like I said, whoever gets the most votes will walk away with that title of being the lead band member, but only you can decide of who will get that title. And with that being said, that is it, everybody. I can't believe that, of course. I know you were expecting it to be a bit more longer, this preview show, but we don't want to give too much away, everybody. We've only just started. This is only kind of basically just breaking the ice, really. We've about to get into the real meat of everything when it comes to the live show, and we've got loads of things lined up. And of course, I'm not going to be, in this t-shirt in the next time you see me, because I'm going to be really embracing the Tudor period. I've already got a Tudor period style costume, of course, here in the studio, and I can't wait to wear it for, of course, the live show, which, like I said, will be happening in just a few days' time. And like I said already, I hope that you have enjoyed the little preview of course, the 6th the Musical, the Divorce Beheaded Live UK Tour 2021. I know it's a shame that it's just been confirmed, I should say there, if I could get my words right again, that there's no tickets left at the Theatre Royal in Norwich. So unfortunately you might have missed out this time, but don't be alarmed, everybody. Of course, if you want to get up to date, of course, all the latest news on future performances of 6 the Musical, you can also visit the official website, once again, of the show, which is just down below here, and that is www.6themusical.com. Well, with that being said, my name is Jack Wright, also known as Jackpot Button Lewis on YouTube, and I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching this preview show of 6 the Musical, the Divorce Beheaded Live UK Tour 2021, and I'll be seeing you at the Norwich Theatre Royal in just a few days' time in Norwich, Norfolk, to find out which of the 6 wives of Henry VIII will walk away with, once again, the prestigious lead title band member of, once again, the Band of 6. I see you in a few days' time to find out who will be the queen that will rule of course, the band, once again, titled simply by just one number, and like I said already, like on my t-shirt, and that is 6. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you at the live show in a few days' time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. Listen up, let me tell you a story. Come to the show, to the history mix. Switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives, but now we're ex-wives. No way. If you think for a moment, I'd grant you a moment. Just hold
We're done? Fantastic, there we go. Well, I can't believe we're actually here. The time has come, honestly. I can't believe that we've actually now are about to film the live show. This is going to be so exciting, guys. Honestly. Whoever's going to be performing in the VIII the Musical UK tour, they are going to be in one hell of a surprise. Coronavirus is not going to beat us this time.